Good afternoon, I'm Josh Duncan, and these are some of the top headlines out of the KelownaNow newsroom today. Police are trying to ID a suspect accused of sexually assaulting a female youth in Kelowna last month. The RCMP says the alleged assault took place behind a Rutland strip mall between 10 p.m. and midnight on August 23rd. The victim reported the incident to police after the man fled on foot. The RCMP now releasing a sketch of the suspect in hopes the public can help identify him. He's described as 30 to 40 years old with a darker complexion and brown or black hair, believed to be around 5 foot 8 inches with a medium build, and last seen wearing a dark t-shirt, blue jeans or something similar, and white sneakers. The RCMP is also reminding the public to be aware of their surroundings when walking alone during the evening hours, as this man is still on the loose. There will be an added police presence near the scene of the assault in Rutland in the days ahead. The city of Kelowna is preparing to make the first zoning and land use changes under the recently adopted North End Plan. It's the start of what will be a massive transformation of the land north of Clement Avenue over the next 30 years or so. That will all begin during City Council's upcoming Monday meeting as they deal with new zoning regulations within a mixed employment district future land use designation. The city's vision for the area is an economic hub that preserves the existing industrial use while encouraging additional commercial services, thus increasing the types of services and jobs available in the area. Current uses under existing zoning for that area include animal clinics, boat storage, childcare centers, commercial storage, recycling depots, breweries, restaurants, and more. City staff want to add educational services, offices, personal service establishments, professional services, and retail. It likely sounds like a big mess of words coming from me, but you can read more about it and likely understand it a little better by checking out Cheyenne's story at KelownaNow.com. It comes with those photos as well, nice mappings, and just a little easier to take in. All right, highway stuff, wildfire stuff. After nearly 48 hours being closed, the Coquihalla Highway has reopened in both directions. It had been closed since Wednesday afternoon because of the Mine Creek wildfire, which is still burning in a major way around the Coquihalla summit. However, fire activity has calmed enough where officials felt comfortable reopening the highway ahead of the weekend. Stopping is not permitted between Merritt and Hope, and all rest areas have been closed. Motorists should also be wary that the highway could close at any time if fire activity picks up. On a similar note, Highway 1 has reopened as well through the Fraser Canyon, but only to single-lane alternating traffic at this time. The major route shut down around 6 a.m. today after a fiery crash involving a semi and a pickup. It sent the pickup driver to hospital with critical injuries. For a few hours this morning, Highway 3 was the only major route open between the interior and lower mainland, as Highway 1 and 5 were both closed. Kelowna now has received reports that traffic extremely backed up and slow on Highway 3 as a result. Even though all three routes now open, Highway 3 a little backed up. There will be no further jail time for Kelowna's Dairy Queen burglar, a 19-year-old woman who was caught by police making a blizzard after she broke into a Kelowna Dairy Queen last summer. Autumn Tristan Gagnon pleaded guilty to charges from 4 incidents in Prince George Provincial Court a couple weeks ago. That included the break and enter at the Kelowna DQ, where she also caused $2,500 in damage to a cake stand by throwing a rock at it. Days before that incident, Gagnon also earned an assault charge for pulling the manager's hair and spitting on her at a Kelowna Dollarama. She also admitted to shoplifting at a Kelowna 7-Eleven in April 2024 and from a Winners HomeSense store in Prince George this May. She was sentenced by a judge to 7 days in jail that's already been served, as well as 12 months probation. The economic news regarding Canada's unemployment situation was bleak this morning. According to Statistics Canada, there were 66,000 fewer jobs in Canada in August compared with July, and that meant an increase in the unemployment rate from 6.9 to 7.1%. It is the highest unemployment rate since May 2016, if you exclude the pandemic months. 1.6 million people out of work in August. The trend similar in BC as the rate bumped from 5.9 to 6.2% between July and August. But we're trying to look at the positives. Wasn't such a grim picture in Kelowna. StatsCan reports the unemployment rate plummeted from 4.7 to 4.1% in Kelowna between July and August. That means Kelowna had the lowest unemployment rate of any of Canada's largest 20 urban centers. Not bad. All right, a quick look at the forecast. Let me look outside. Yeah, still smoky, smoky, smoky. We're at our high of 26, and these smoky conditions will continue overnight with a low of 15. Forecast calling for more smoke tomorrow and a high of 31. We will see if we get to that mark of 31 now with the sun kind of being blocked off. It really is touch and go when it comes to weather this weekend. All smoke dependent, so keep an eye on your weather app or just look outside. That is it for me today and this week, but you can read up on all these stories and plenty more over at KelownaNow.com. Please enjoy your weekend. Be safe with the smoke out there. Don't be too strenuous outside. I'll be back in this chair for a look at more headlines on Monday. We'll see you then.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent.